There's no doubt from what I saw that live ammunition was fired before any Israeli soldier was on deck.
Prohibited items that Israel won't allow into Gaza. I'll give you an example. The Economist reported things like ginger, nutmeg, canned fruit, dried fruit, fresh meat, seeds and nuts, and they go on. Musical instruments, newspapers, wood for construction. Is that...
And our soldiers are trained to protect themselves. They had sidearms. They used those sidearms only to save their own lives. That was necessary.
But it was such a case of extreme self-defense. How does a young man get shot 4 times in the head and 1 time at the chest at close range?
You know, on one side you have the settlements in the West Bank, which are completely illegal. You have about 500,000 settlers in the West Bank, completely illegal, armed settlers in the West Bank with swimming pools when the Palestinians don't have access to clean water in their own land.
No one is hungry in Gaza. Aid is going in on a daily basis.
No, it's not. Ask Amnesty International, ask Human Rights Watch, ask the UN.
People are hungry. They have no electricity. The food is very scarce. The water is not that much needed. And what now they are trying to get in Gaza, what are they getting? Anything is they are getting it from the tunnels, from Egypt. And Israel is blocking everything.
Israel has a very reliable justice system.
Every one of our cameras, every one of our computers, every one of our cell phones was taken from us. Professional journalists that were there, that were filming things, every bit of their equipment's gone. I would estimate that there's at least $1 million worth of equipment that has been taken from these nearly 800 people that were part of the flotilla. We've seen pictures already of smashed cameras, smashed beyond belief. They want to control the media. They want us to see only what they want.
Imagine for a minute, never allowed out, no one's allowed in, you have no jobs, they depend on handouts, you know, rice and some oil. Wouldn't you hate the person that's doing it to you?
You rejected a United Nations investigation. You won't cooperate with the United Nations as far as an investigation of the flotilla?
We're not going to have an international panel of jurists sitting in judgment on Israel's action. That cannot possibly be a balanced panel. And again, as a democracy, it's part of our sovereign right and duty to investigate ourselves.
Obviously, about 3 or 4 people killed in front of me. 1 shot in the head, just there. I've been robbed. They've taken my money, my passports, my driving license, credit cards. All I have is this. And I washed it, so there was a bit of blood all over the place, but I washed it a bit. So here I am with nothing.
Every single, the United Nations and also Amnesty International, all the human rights reports that have come out of Gaza say this siege is a collective punishment, which is against the Geneva Convention, Article 33. They've said that it has to stop. They've said that it has to, that the Palestinians have suffered immeasurably because of it, and they've said that there's nowhere near they're getting enough aid in. So where does this person here say, and the other propagandists for Israel, say, what evidence do they have that can possibly lead to suggest that they don't need this, when all the human rights groups and the United Nations and the Geneva Conventions in terms of collective punishment all say that this blockade is absolutely devastating, wrong, and should be stopped, and the boat should be let in?
So a second person killed. After that, actually 3 other people who were shot with live bullets were taken downstairs. They remained injured, at which point when the Israelis came on board, the Israeli soldiers came on board, they stood outside the cabin where everyone was gathered, and people put up signs saying that these people are injured. They put the signs up in English, in Hebrew, they waved white flags. There was a Knesset member who approached the Israeli soldiers saying, we have injured, she was saying they have injured people, please come and take them, yet the Israelis refused. 3 hours later, all 3 of those people that were injured ended up dying on the spot because no one came to take them. There's no doubt from what I saw that live ammunition was fired before any Israeli soldier was on deck.